World Cup authorities are expected to announce that the Argentine captain Diego Maradona is to be sent home in disgrace after failing a drugs test. He's already admitted using a banned substance. He tested positive after a random test last Saturday.
Maradona's World Cup is in tatters, and almost certainly within the hour it will be over. The Argentine star mired in controversy once again involving drugs. It was after his team's victory over Nigeria on Saturday that Maradona and one other Argentine player were given random drug tests. Maradona's proved positive for the banned stimulant ephedrine. It's a common decongestant used to treat asthma and allergies, but it also helps athletes to perform better, increasing blood pressure and heartbeat. Maradona trained with the team last night, but immediately afterwards, Argentine officials confirmed that Maradona's drug test was positive. The results of a second test will be announced imminently. If that's positive, Maradona will be thrown out of the World Cup and the Argentine team may suffer further. At the team hotel, a state of siege and for many fans, despair. The star of their last 3 World Cups, the man who led them to victory 8 years ago, and the final 4 years ago, is locked away in his room. Maradona had battled his way to this tournament, regaining fitness after a 15-month suspension for cocaine use. If the second drug test proves positive in the next few minutes, Diego Maradona will be sent home, and the international footballing career of one of the greatest players of his era will be over. Bill Neely, ITN, at the Argentine team headquarters in Dallas.
And live now to Bill Neely. Bill, that press conference in a few minutes' time, what are the authorities likely to say?
Well, in fact, we've just had a report from Argentine radio that the Argentine camp has just pulled Maradona out of the World Cup. That's rather like making him jump before he's pushed, because FIFA will announce in the next few minutes that he's to go. The real question now is, what will the punishment be? Yes, he'll be sent home. Yes, Argentina will be fined. But will FIFA seek to make an example of the Argentine team? Remember, they beat Nigeria 2-1 in a rather closely contested match. Nigeria may well protest, and there could be points docked for Argentina. FIFA is considering that at the moment.
Now, he's captain of one of the teams favourite to win the World Cup. What will this do to their morale?
Yes, Argentina playing rather well, and Maradona played rather well too, scoring in his first game. The official line is it won't affect the team, but Maradona is a key player and an inspiration to Argentina, and it must have some effect. He is, of course, the most prominent player ever to be now
home from the tournament after a second drugs test proved positive for the banned drug ephedrine. International soccer's governing body, FIFA, is due to hold a news conference announcing its decision any time now.
Diego Maradona looked as if he didn't have a care in the world as he was led away for a random drugs test after Saturday's game against Nigeria. The fans were told what was happening by an announcer.
These players are going to the doping control, that's why they pass.
It was as Maradona was inspecting the pitch for tonight's game against Bulgaria that news emerged of an unnamed player having failed a test. Then the bombshell. It was, in fact, the Argentinian captain, whose electrifying form has delighted fans and terrified defences this World Cup, who was the player involved. No stranger to drugs, Maradona was arrested and jailed in Argentina for cocaine abuse in 1991, after being banned from football for failing a drugs test, again with cocaine, with his then club Naples. The drug the player now admits taking, ephedrine, can be bought over the counter in cold cures, but it's in the same group as cocaine and can be used in sizable doses as a stimulant to enhance sporting performance.
Stimulants may be misused by sports people to increase alertness, increase aggression, certainly to reduce fatigue. So it could help not only in the sort of the short competitions, but where there's sort of an endurance factor, really.
Maradona is reported to have claimed that his personal trainer gave him ephedrine without telling him or the Argentinian officials. Footballers used to random testing are surprised that Maradona took a banned drug.
I find it very hard to believe that he would, and he must know the spotlight's going to be on him. He must know he's going to be tested, because they're going to be looking for him, aren't they? That's where it seems surprising. And if he's actually taking something genuinely for a cold, I can't believe he's been stupid enough not to tell the doctor.
Diego Maradona, who took his country to World Cup glory in 1986, has always had the power to inspire and infuriate. The goal that put England out that year was scored, he claimed, with the help of the hand of God. Tonight, one of the most colourful and controversial careers in football could be at an end. Mike Smart, BBC News.